What's going on, y'all? Thank you so much for being here. So today I'm going to be talking about the whole Kendrick Lamar halftime show. There was like a lot of mixed reactions. Well, most of the reactions were good. You know, it was one of the dopest halftime shows, in my opinion, something that carried a lot of symbolism. And I'm a man who likes to see symbols, you know, messages, something that's more deeper, you feel me? Something more beneath the surface. Again, so we're just going to be covering that, and I'm going to be showing y'all, again, like the reactions from some people who were rubbed the wrong way.
Miss me with that bullshit.
And I'm also going to be showing y'all like some of the symbols that I seen that stood out a lot. And there's just been a lot of people making videos about, you know, this halftime show.
I deserve it all. Keep these bums away from me. Keep my essence contagious, that's okay with me. Burn this thing down, don't you play with me. Stay with me, crashing out right now, it ain't safe for me.
There's a lot of people who don't know who Kendrick Lamar is, but there are a lot of people who do know who he is. But for those who don't know who Kendrick Lamar is, he's a rapper who uses a lot of meaningful symbolism, you know, subliminal messages to like really reshape people's minds, you know, because a lot of the music that we listen to nowadays doesn't really have much meaning, you feel me? It's very flashy, you know, showing people their success and, you know, all the flashy cars, you know, the whole XYZ, you feel me? But Kendrick Lamar has always been somebody who has been very vocal for his community, you know, for the black and brown people. So this video is going to be breaking down his art and how he really gets his point across through, you know, through symbolism. And today's podcast is going to be the perfect example that shows you guys that you don't have to be somebody who rebels, someone who disrespects your country to get a point across, you feel me? And I just don't understand why a lot of people were triggered from his, you know, his performance. So let's get straight into it.
It's your Uncle Sam, and this is the Great American Game.
My Gemini twin back powering up. No more handshakes and hugs. The energy only circulate through us. Everybody must be judged. But this time, God only favoring us. 20 years in, still got that pen dedicated to bare hard truth. Etiquette speak with a vision and tongue. Predicate this time is I'm carrying heavier hearts right now. Like a power lift with Olympians too. Carrying various darts right now. I deserve this like tiramisu.
The performance wasn't just a celebration of music. It was a statement, layering social commentary and cultural reflection that drew both praise and criticism. To some, the performance was seen as a rebellious act, while to others, it felt extremely disrespectful, especially to those who didn't quite grasp the deeper layers of the symbolism at play. And a lot of people don't see things for the way it is, you know, they always see things based on their perception.
I'm popping out your band, that's what my name. Pickable. I put 2 foreigns on a full 5. Pickable. That's Kachi Pepper if I'm doing pasta. Pickable. Why you acting tough on IG Live? Pickable. You know my loved ones with that. Let's get it. Pickable. Surprise, it's your boy Checky Cheese. I FaceTime my eye, yeah, I'm up the street. It's AZZ, I put the boys to sleep. He on the ground, praise God, it's stomping feet.
Dear fellow Americans, just my quick little rant on this halftime nonsense. I mean, come on, stop with the ghetto crap. I'm done with the ghetto. I've had it up to here with ghetto. I know they want to say rap is this and rap is the streets and rap is the current and rap is the that. Look at jazz. The jump black and jazz blues artists. Give me the Count Basie band. Give me Duke Ellington's band. Give me the history. Give me jazz. You want to go black? Go art. Don't go ghetto. Let's lift the streets. Let's lift these kids off the streets. Enough with the garbage. Enough with the garbage. Enough with bringing these kids down into the garbage. Like that's the cool thing to do and this and that. No, those gentlemen that created an art form, a gorgeous art form, those jazz artists, let's propagate that in America. Enough with this bullshit. Who in the NFL hired this act? And Sam Jackson monkeying around. I mean, I'm sorry, it just repulsed me.
First shot of the whole thing, X, square, triangle, circle, the symbols of Squid Game, where the rich exploit the poor for their own entertainment. We then see Samuel L. Jackson dressed as Uncle Sam, an American wartime character that represented the US government, encouraged people to sign up for the US Army, announcing the performance as the Great American Game. after Kendrick performs the unreleased bodies in Squabble Up. Uncle Sam then reappears again, complaining that it's too loud and too reckless. It's not playing to Uncle Sam's script, so Kendrick turns up the heat even more by playing Damn Classic's Humble and DNA between a divided American flag. Kendrick then goes on to perform Euphoria and a few bars of Man of the Garden before Uncle Sam appears again, saying, "Scorekeeper, deduct 1 life," suggesting that if you step out of rank, there are no second chances. Enter SZA to perform Luther and All the Stars. Sam then appears saying that's what America wants, suggesting that the more pure pop hooks of Luther and All the Stars fit his agenda much better, going on to say don't mess it, and before he can finish, Kendrick cuts him off by dropping into Not Like Us and TV Off. Serena Williams held quite a significant position crip walking during Not Like Us. She's not only an ex of Drake, but a few years ago she was ridiculed for crip walking at Wimbledon, i.e. not fitting into the standards. I think for Kendrick, Drake represents the conveyor belt entertainment that distracts you from real art and the important issues. The fact that he was so invested in the beef between Kendrick and Drake sort of proves his point. Kendrick rapping totally live, getting involved in all the choreography, really showing that art should be used to empower, not just entertain.
You can't tell me any different. This halftime show is garbage. Be mad at me. It's garbage. Garbage. Of all garbage. Hot trash. A fire dumpster. I'm not impressed.
Feel free to hate on me. Sit back there and say my hair ain't luxurious when you know it is, bitch.
All right, so let's take a look at some of this symbolism that Kendrick Lamar was really putting out there, you feel me? All right, so here's the first one. Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam. Jackson was dressed as a Uncle Sam, a popular character that has historically symbolized the United States, interjecting with commentary that felt representative of how America systematically views, monitors, and polices black culture and people. Too loud, too reckless, too ghetto, Jackson said at one point. Mr. Lamar, do you really know how to play the game? Then tighten up.
Squabble up, squabble up. What? Squabble up, squabble up, squabble up.
No. Too loud, too reckless, too ghetto. Mr. Lamar, do you really know how to play the game? Then tighten up.
The performance opened with a lit-up layout of what appeared to be either a tic-tac-toe grid or PlayStation symbols, and Jackson as Uncle Sam saying, "This is the great American game." This concept of a game could be in reference to black people having to constantly navigate American life, culture, and politics. They have to game the system in order to make it out successful and alive. References to this game were made throughout the performance, including Uncle Sam asking Kendrick if he really knew how to play the game after calling his performance of Squabble Up ghetto. Uncle Sam referencing a culture cheat code after Lamar was shown with a group of black men. Uncle Sam telling the scorekeeper to deduct 1 life after Lamar repeatedly disobeyed Uncle Sam's request.
Yeah. Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. Finesse a nigga with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting this.
So here's the next one. So for Miss Serena Williams, this scene was pretty dope. I didn't expect her to come out with the crip walk and shit. But Williams appeared during Lamar's performance of Not Like Us, a diss track against Drake, and there's a lot of people who don't know, but Drake and Miss Selena here dated. I don't know if they were married, but they were once a couple. The tennis legend, who is also from Lamar's town of Compton, California, could be seen crip walking at the front of the stage. And here's a little comment that was made, but I might have to zoom in because I can't see this shit. For those of y'all who weren't outside, the media tore Serena to shreds for crip walking at Wimbledon. Her coming back to do a dance that references a culture she's actually a part of. During a live performance, criticizing someone for being a culture vulture is a chef's kiss. So there's a lot of people who actually don't know as well. I didn't even know until I actually saw, everything that happened. Selena got in big trouble when she did the crip walk after one of her tennis performances that she actually won, you feel me? So she had a tennis game, she won, and she did the crip walk, and she got hella in trouble.
It cost her a game penalty.
Say it. Say you're sorry. Well, then don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
There were a lot of people who were saying that she was doing a dance that is involved with killing people, this and that, you know, X, Y, and Z. So for her to come back and do this shows you guys that Kendrick Lamar is so creative. Like, he be grabbing all these little props with so much energy, you feel me? And Selena was a perfect representation of how American society pretty much bashes anybody who wants to, you know what I'm saying, like represent where they come from, you feel me? For her to do the crip walk and for her to get in trouble, she had to apologize and all that, you know, so that was pretty interesting as well. So this one was pretty crazy. So this one is called A Call Out to the Revolution. After the first song of the performance, Lamar chanted, "The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy."
Got the wrong guy, pal.
This quote could be interpreted as a direct call out to both the current state of America and President Trump, who was in attendance at this year's Super Bowl.
Shout out to Voices Power.
But yeah, so this performance right here was also a call out to the revolution. You feel me? The revolution that may occur, you feel me? Because of everything that's going on in the world with all the inequalities and all the, just so much of that systematic control of the way they just suppress people. You feel me? So this one is called the American Flag Formation. So during his performance of Humble, Lamar and his dancers, who were notably all black men, formed what appeared to be an American flag split down the middle. Some interpreted this disconnected formation as a representation of the current state of America, while others said the dancers could also represent how this country was built on the labor of black Americans. So this was pretty dope, you know, symbolism that Kendrick doesn't really tell you guys straight up what it really means. You feel me? He just has everybody, you know, have their own interpretation, and, you know, you just think whatever you want to think. But I truly feel like there's a divide going on right now. And for him to do that during this time at the Super Bowl where millions and millions of people are watching, they said that he had more views in this performance than Michael Jackson had at his halftime show. I think he beat Michael Jackson by 0.5 million, 0.6 million people. So that's pretty crazy. And this is going to be the last one because I truly find this one hella dope. So there was a man that was waving a Palestinian flag and a Sudan flag. This guy actually ended up getting arrested, but a protester who appeared to be dressed similarly as the dancers held up a flag for both Sudan and Gaza halfway through the show. It was this bold confrontation with America's legacy of racial inequality that led some to feel the performance crossed a line. They viewed the imagery as divisive rather than unifying, especially in a space where entertainment is expected to transcend politics. So for Kendrick Lamar, the Super Bowl was more than a stage for music, you feel me? It was a platform to use his voice, his platform to challenge, to provoke, and to elevate the people. But in doing so, he stirred a deep conversation about cultural appropriation, identity, and who gets to define the narrative of America.